Well, greetings to all and happy Sabbath, happy weekend, blessings on you, Jolise.
Daddy,
She's here. She's here. Let's see.
no need to comment. Just keep moving.
Okay, this is Jolise, and we're so glad that she's with us again, and we, as we always do. Uh, well, tell me what you. I like. I mean, you did a video last week, and you did a good job there. By the way, you did a good job.
That was not up to par, but okay.
You slice in some things there, and you show the people what we've been doing in the last. You have some old videos, you have some new videos, you have things we slice in where. We should have get the time when we used to throw the food. Remember the boxes when we were packing like 50 boxes one time?
You didn't send it to
I
me.
throw so that mommy put the spaghetti in there and the can there and this there and there. Remember that one?
Yes, but you
Yeah, nice
didn't
one.
send me that.
Yeah, I don't think I said that one. That was something that was a good one. But I like the video. Quite a few people respond. They said they love it. They love it. They love the project that we setting up. And Julius, I wonder if Julius loved the project. You like the project? Talk to me.
Oh, remember, I have a business degree, so you couldn't talk to me.
Okay.
I'm happy for you, though. I hope that as you move out in faith with this, that it works out and that you ignore all the naysayers until it is, obvious that you have to listen. But you ignore all the negative thoughts because that's regular. When you start something new, that's very regular.
Yeah, and then you see, and you and also a couple of my friends will say, you say a business, you're into business, so you know about business.
Mhm.
But have you ever, the people who do business and so on, have you ever think about a business for God?
Mhm.
I mean, it's not a business for you to be rich.
No, not at all.
It's a business, if you want to call it a business, it's a business for the Lord, for God's people.
Mhm.
What do you think about that?
It's
Oh,
good.
I can't ask you that because you're a business major.
No, I mean, the church is a business for God. There's lots of businesses for God. I mean, all of those things, ADRA and I can't think of NAPS. Those businesses, they are for God and they're not for profit for anybody, but they do flow money because it's a business, you know?
Right, right,
That's how
right,
it works. You need money.
right. Yeah, but this thing that we're doing is money will be coming through, but the money that comes through, where does the money go?
The
When
money
it, yeah,
the money goes to whatever expenses handle, running the business, running whoever's running it on sites and the price of the containers or whatever. But then the excess goes to the people that need. And that's your prayer that you can make a lot to give to the people.
amen. That's right. That's the thing. That's the thing. And I believe that this is what God wants us to do.
Mhm.
Because when I think about the people who will ask for help, sometimes these same people, the salary is so small. Sometimes I wonder how they're making it. So if it work, I believe that God is in there. Now, when it comes on the kids for college, for school, there's so many kids that like to go to Christian schools and even other schools, and they can't, pay the bills, pay they can't afford.
Wishing.
Parents can't afford it, and and then you have those who call and say, "I'd like to go to the dentist. I can't pay this expense." I like to go to the doctor. I want to go to Trinidad, Jamaica, America for operation, but I don't have enough funds. I'm thinking that this project could help like that, because when it comes on the church itself, the church doing their part, the church is doing their part. But if we, this morning I thought of it. This morning I said, you know, we have what you call the churches have what you call building funds. You know what a building fund is? Building fund, that means they have a fund, money for the site, for building, for improving the church or whatever. So every now and then you could put on a budget building fund. And I thought of it this morning. I said, how about a fund for helping the poor? We should have that on a budget thing. I know there's a poor fund that pick up when you do the communion, but the church, all churches should have for the poor. That means not only for the poor, but somebody who just surrender their life to Christ, and they be out there in the world, they were doing things, and then they just give up everything, and they don't have any other income, and the next couple of months are going to be rough. Then the church have that whole fund that will help pay that person bill.
I feel like they have something like that. I've heard, I know in Georgia, I've heard something similar at a church from Javante's family. I've heard something very similar to that.
Well, I don't know if that they don't have that. They have a poor fund when you pick up an offering, when you're doing the communion service, but it's not the same, because I know people who will ask the church for a certain amount, help me buy some medicine or whatever, and they can't do it. But there's some churches I sure will help people. I mean, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying generally, just like how we have building fund for this, they should have a fund every Sabbath, every Sunday. This is for this project. This is for these people. Just like how they have the building fund. That's what I'm talking about. But anyway, and also about the project that we're doing, I believe it will work because there's so many people who love to help. Not only here in America, the people who help us ship containers and all those things in America, our local people in those Caribbean islands, there's some good people down there who want to see the work finish. And I believe that they will go on and help this project. What do you think? I mean, I got a message from a good friend of ours she's not a member of our church, but I met her many years ago when I was out there working in the field doing literature work, and went through those villages knocking on doors and came to this family who been a great blessing over those years, over 30 years now. And yesterday she sent a message and said, I will contribute a certain amount of money to that project, and I'll send one of my family over to pick up something. You see, that's and she lives in America, but she will send her family there to pick up something and contribute a certain amount of money to the project, so they can use that fund. You see, to have some of the expensive even before anybody come and get things. You see that? So it's things like that. There are people out there, all those folks who've been getting blessings from the Lord throughout all these containers we send. They will support. I believe they will support. We gotta talk about faith. Faith, Jolie. Let's talk about faith. You see, my wife and I, as long as my wife believe what I'm saying, we do this faith thing all the time, she and I, from way back when we got married. Be moving by faith, trusting God. And we preach that all the time. And yes, we're not exercising that faith. Jesus said, ask anything in his name, he will give it to you according to his will. You got to do it. You want an experience?
Okay.
Well, the other day, I think we were trying to get into the van. We got the key. We locked
Oh
up
my goodness.
the key get locked up in the van
Mm-hmm.
while we're in a job.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I remember. Well, what happened that lock was spoiled. It wasn't working anymore. I remember calling you and asking you, what's the number again? Because we haven't
Your
used
code, your
it.
past
Yeah, the code.
wasn't
So
working.
we didn't use it for a couple of years
Right.
because it's not working. And though this time the keys got locked up in the van, and when my wife and I are trying to get in, we can't get in,
Mm-hmm.
and we're thinking, oh, well, how would we get in? I mean, it's so hard. But I remember walking back after a while, after half an hour, whatever. I remember walking back to the van while it's parked there, and I said, God says that if you believe, if you have faith as a mustard seed, you can remove mountain. Just have faith, believe in God. And I said, this is God. And I go over to the van, believing that God will open that van
Mm-hmm.
right now. Trust God.
Mm-hmm.
And I press the buttons, and it opened right there.
Mm-hmm.
My wife was so happy when she heard, and I went there and said, oh, it's open. She said, oh, man, I told God to open it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
It's beautiful, Daddy.
I believe that this project will work.
I know you do.
We'll see this project work. It will help people. People will go and support. People will go down there and contribute and buy or do anything that they can do to see this get off, and it's good feed.
I don't think people realize how beautiful of a person you are, you and Mom, especially when it comes to like you and people. You have so much, I don't want to say faith, but you have so much belief in the good of humanity. You have so much. It is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. And when someone has to live by faith, it can easily make you sour and angry and mess with your whole entire personality, but you don't let that bother you at all. You put your foot out, you walk, even though you see nothing there, you put your foot down and you walk, and something always pops up and your foot lands solid. You are a beautiful person, Daddy. You are.
Yeah, thank you. Well, with Moses, God tell Moses to go cross the Red Sea, cross the sea. And he if he had just stopped there, he would not be able to, he wouldn't go through. But what he did, he went and stepped out in faith, touched the water, and the water parted. Not until he walked out and put his foot in the water, that's when faith come alive.
Oh.
And I thank God for one of my good friend who help us all the time with containers. But I remember when I first met this person,
Mhm.
He and his wife, I did a job for them, paint their house. And one time I remember, we shipped a couple of containers to the islands, and those containers was about to arrive in St. Vincent. And we didn't pay for it yet because these shipping agency we've been shipping so many containers with them. They allow us to pack and we can pay later as it arrive, but you have to pay before it clear. And my wife and I realized time is running out. So we prayed, Lord, help us. And this was Friday night. We were praying to get this like $11,000 more, something like that we needed because we didn't have enough. And we prayed, God, send us help. But I remember the next day was Sabbath, and there was a call coming in from somebody that we paint for. But I know this person probably going to talk about paint, so I never answer the phone because it's business. You're not going to do business in the Sabbath, painting houses and so. But later on, I saw a text from the same person, and the text said, Joliet, the Lord spoke to me last night and said, Joliet and his wife need help. And he said, what do you need? What kind of help? I said, well, we need $11,400 to pay tomorrow, which is by Monday, pay for this container that we shipped by faith. He said, you stop by. And I went up there Sunday morning, rush up to his house where he was, drive an hour away, picked up a check, then drive down to Loma Linda to the treasurer, give it to him, and he sent it off the next day to the shipping agency. That's how we believe and trust and believe that God is with us. That brother, from that time, he always helped us in shipping containers, he and his wife. So that's moving by faith in everything. He said, ask anything in his name. If it's his will, he will do it. So all my family, friends, brothers and sisters, friends, neighbors, you just step out by faith. According to God's will, he will do it. Thank you for sharing, but you have to talk more.
Oh, sorry. I'm here for support, Betty. I'm supporting. Oh, you can say, okay, so yes, the mission or the outlook of the mission is currently changing. But for the people that are in America, we are not currently collecting items to send down to St. Vincent. Six containers were packed in, what is it, 2 months or 3?
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
Absolutely offensive. 2 months. And 6 containers were packed. These are 40-foot containers full of stuff. But we are still needing donations to help with this project because, money does not grow on trees. And yes, we are trying to help people, but to start this, you have to have some money. There's money that has to be used to pay for the containers to go down, to pay for the, what is it called? Duty? What is it?
Custom.
The customs.
Yeah, same thing, duty. Yeah.
Customs, and to get this thing rolling, to get it going, you still need help. You still need financial blessings.
Yeah. Well, one thing you notice that we never make an appeal for money.
You should.
Even when we even when we are preaching in churches, we never pick up offering, never do that in all our churches. But somebody asked us a question, how if I want to help, if I want to give something to help you ship one of those containers, what they do. So what there's a church here that really been a blessing. So if you write a check to this church, to if you want to give us a donation, you write a check to this church here. It's called the Beaumont Seventh-day Adventist Church. And I'll take the check because most of the people who give us funds are friends who are not members of the church, and they're members of other churches, friends who are just paying for. So they'll write a check and I'll take it to the treasurer at the church. And then when the invoice comes for the container, he will pay pay that bill. And so that's how we and the folks can get some tax write-off like that. But that's how we do it. We don't get the funds for ourselves. We make it out to the church. They write a check to the shipping agency, and that's how we get it. But I know that there are people in the Caribbean islands who can probably help. But you'll be able to help down there in this project that we're doing, and by where you can go over and pick something up, uh, and then contribute something to this project, because that's what it's all about. Okay. Yeah, Jonas. What else?
Oh, I'm hoping that your friends will send videos. I need videos.
Oh yeah,
Pictures.
yeah.
Pictures are nice, but videos are better.
Okay, well,
Of
yeah,
it.
one of our friends in America, especially, who help us in containers, one of our sisters from Loma Linda too, who she'll love to see that. My
Yeah.
friend from La Quinta, he'll love to see pictures. And we never get a lot of pictures, but we got a few pictures that when we were sending the regular container to the mission, we got people standing on the outside, so you could put a piece of that in this one right there, so at least somebody could see when we send containers down. But in the future, you will have the people send pictures, you know, when they receive something, and if you're happy about it or something like that. And we thank God for all those people who've been getting things in the past, and there's some of them send pictures for us, and some of them who got things they're going to support this project too, and how God bless them with this extra blessings. Okay,
Okay.
so nothing. You say something about we're not receiving anything now. We're just going to wait for the folks to see how
No
the project going to
thing.
work.
I don't know. I'm sorry, but I feel like people use you as their receptacle for recycling their used.
G- well, people, the people in America,
Mm,
they work hard to buy something,
yes, we all
and
do.
after a while, they want to see, they want to buy
Something else.
a different television, a different bed, a different table, or a different.
Yes.
And they call me, and sometimes they take it to the thrift shop up here, the Loma Linda
Yes.
thrift shop, or the Angel View thrift
Angel
shop.
View.
The thrift shops all around, and take it to the what do you call it, the Red Cross. I know they take a lot of stuff, and my wife and I work in some of those rich areas, and the people spend money, good money, to buy it. So, and and instead of throwing them away, giving them to a different organization, I'm wrong, so they give them to us, and we put them in storage. But the only problem, we don't, no more storage.
No more story.
That's what you're trying to say. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll wait and see what happened to the project with our brother in down there, and see
Yeah.
what happened. They'll keep us
Six.
posted. What?
Six. Six.
What?
Six.
What?
Six.
Stick?
640-foot
Oh, well, what about in the last 20 years? Yeah, not 20 years.
No. That's different. People
Last
came,
5
picked up
years.
their free items. This is different. They're not free.
Yeah, well, the last 5 years, we shipped 18 to 20 containers, I think, in the last
Yeah.
5 years.
Dad,
2.5 years.
free is different than money.
Yeah, well, people, everybody love free things too, but
Everybody love free.
everybody love free. But I think
Right.
people support this project, because you could go and pick up some shirts and some clothes for a couple of dollars, few dollars. I mean, you don't like the few dollars, $1.
No, I love it. Like, I mean, I'm not running it. I have nothing to do with it. But when I ran stores, I know exactly what to do. It would be fun if there's traffic. If there's no traffic, it is not fun. I will tell you that much.
Mhm.
Not fun at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, $2, usually like $5 for a whole bag. Go about your business.
Bag of clothes, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and you're talking about good clothes, not
Of
any.
course. No, we
Yeah.
don't send. Mother sits there and goes through all of the things that are donated to make sure there's not underwear and dirty socks and bleached items. It really just It amazes me.
And then I would say, put in that. That's good still. Good, put in that. And she would say, no. I said, put in that. But some of them still slip through, because sometimes
Yes,
bring
yes.
stuff and we haven't sorted a bag yet and a bag get through. So if you see a bag there,
If you
that
see a bad bag, that is not my mother's fault. That is my dad's fault for sending it without letting her look at it. That's that simple.
All right. Okay. Well, thank all our friends in that island, St. Vincent and Grenadines, who will support that project, and let us know. Let us know what you think about it, and let us know if you think that's a good thing, and send us some of the things that you think that will be good, useful down there. And because sometimes we could I think Julius will love this. Instead of just take everything from people, just tell them exactly what you need here in America. You know what I mean? Say what we need, what it is you need, this, and then we could tell the people here when we go to speak at churches, we could say, okay, I don't need this, I don't need no clothes, I don't need no couch, I need, you could, if you give us an idea of the things that are more needed there, you know.
I would love to know what's needed.
Yeah. Well, I always know that. Well, we're not selling food, and so, but every now and then some food may get in. Like one of those kind of container having some peanut butter, somebody will just enjoy, they just give that out to the people who come.
Mm.
But once in a while I show if we get some food and we can send some food in, and the members, the people can do food basket and give out to people in the neighborhood and so on. That could be done too. But I sure there's lots of good needs down there. All right. Okay. Well, I believe this is God's project, and let's see how it will work. Let's try it out for a few months, and Pastor Williams will let me know um, how it's going and if it's worth it. We're not thinking about the money and so that we spend in the
No,
past. Forget about that. We don't go back to the
it's not
past.
equivalent.
Yeah. God is good. It's God's work. All right. Okay, so get you ready for your next program next week. Different one altogether. Get back on track. Where's my
There is nothing else to do but smile, Daddy. There is nothing else to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
But one lady said, how's my Jojo?
Aw.
My sister said, how's my Jojo? I haven't seen my Jojo this morning.
Jojo had a hard year. I've had a hard 2 years, and it messed with my whole entire being, but it's okay. It's okay. You pray about it. You have to figure out how to bring back myself in the midst of all that I don't understand, and bring back my joy, because I feel like I lost some of my joy this year. Well, not this year, but last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, as I said, look unto Jesus, the author and finisher of your faith, and the joy in the presence of the Lord. There's joy. This joy, my joy, is the Lord's joy. You'll be all right.
Yes, Daddy.
Believe, trust, faith, trust in Him. Believe, faith can move mountains.
Yes, Dad.
All right.
All right, you got 4
Thank
minutes.
you, my friends. Look forward to talking to you next Sabbath, and you have a blessed week, and we'll be in touch. Those of you who is in the islands, who will be close to the mission project,
Take
we'll,
pictures.
we'll send you more information as you go down wherever that is and pick up the little goodies what the Lord bless you with. Extra blessing project. Blessings.
Blessings. It's a finger.